Is Instagram dead? I'm here to tell you it's not. Yes, we might be frustrated with Instagram right now with all of the changes. Now there's 3-minute reels, just like there's 3-minute shorts. And TikTok is actually not dead. Instagram also wants to create a new editing app, and CapCut is gone. They also just randomly decided to up and switch the feed where the layout is completely different. And honestly, sometimes I just feel like Instagram is trying to do way too many things. I wish it would just choose a lane and stick to it versus trying to have notes and highlights and apps and comments and all these different things that it's like, oh my gosh, just can you just be quiet? But you know what? In the world of social media, it's always going to be changing, it's always going to be evolving. And we as consumers, we just have to adapt, and take the time to learn and see how can these new features and benefits help us. And so I want to challenge you when it comes to the 3-minute reels or shorts. I honestly, personally, wouldn't take the time to create 3-minute reel type content. I would just focus on YouTube long form content and then use Opus Clip to then repurpose that long form content into short pieces of content that then you can repurpose to TikTok, Instagram, short, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, X, or wherever your audience is. And at the end of the day, when it comes to growth and building your business, out of all of the platform hierarchy, I would say it goes YouTube, Instagram, and then TikTok. But then in regards to like business and brand presence and building trust and rapport, the quickest way I would say is Instagram. So Instagram and YouTube, I would make those your main focuses. That's personally my main focus. And then when you also think about it, when it comes to TikTok, 100,000 followers on TikTok is about 10,000 followers on Instagram, and then about 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. But with longevity, YouTube is always going to eat the cake. Why? Because this is an evergreen piece of content, meaning when the algorithm picks it up, when it connects with my audience, if it's exactly what my ideal future client is desiring or searching for, this same video will still resonate 5 years from today. There are videos that are 10 years old that are still getting clicks and hits, depending on what industry you're in. And it's a way to repurpose to a podcast episode, to a news article, to a newsletter, to quotes and snippets, and it's just so much. And so I want to challenge you. I've been challenging myself. This is day 7 of creating a consistent piece of YouTube long form content, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, and posting it every single day, Monday through Friday, for the next 31 days. So if you're here, you're along for my journey, you can go back and watch the rest of the Ranger series. But this series specifically is how to build and grow your online business this year. And in today's episode, we're talking specifically about Instagram and creating content that's going to connect, resonate, and eventually convert, because that's the goal when we are business owners, to convert more of your followers into dollars. And if you would love to learn more about how you can turn your passion into profit and turn your ideas into income and your knowledge and skill set into a consistent revenue stream, then you're definitely in the right place, and you definitely want to tune in this Sunday for my free live masterclass, Passion to Profit, where I'll be breaking down my step-by-step exact strategies that I have used and have helped numerous clients use to build a profitable online brand and business using the power of your brand voice, your message, your story, and turning your pain into power and creating impact to help transform the lives of others. And at the end of the day, Instagram is still going to be an amazing place if you are an entrepreneur. And the key with Instagram or any social media platform is consistency. To show up consistently as your authentic self doesn't have to be highly curated, highly edited. I am adding small edits to mine, such as the captions and such as some of the imagery that's popping up. But I've gone away from the highly super curated, edited content in hopes to create a more authentic, deeper connection with my audience and to allow you to know what is possible. And you also don't even need the captions. I see people that don't have captions. I personally just like to add captions to mine because I personally don't usually have the sound on. And if you're wondering where did I create the captions in these videos, I go to v.io, which allows me to cut out any of the dead space, and it adds custom captions within just a matter of seconds. And now that we've discussed why Instagram is still a really great place to be as an online entrepreneur and business owner, and you also should start getting and tapping into your YouTube content creation side. Next is you want to make sure to have a optimized bio on any platform, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You want to make sure that when people come to your page, they know exactly what your content and your message is going to be about. So that way they can determine if it's for them and if they actually want to subscribe. And then all of the content on your page should be synonymous with your brand voice and your brand message. And if you missed the last video, we specifically broke down content pillars, what should be in your content pillars, and you can catch that video right here. And having an optimized bio and profile on across your social media platforms is going to allow you to increase the rate of conversions as well. You want to have some form of call to action. You want to have a bio link, either a short link or a direct link, depending on what you're promoting. And if you miss the how to create a high converting bio with a free ChatGPT prompt to actually audit your bio, make sure to tap into my recent video of how to create a high converting Instagram bio and to get that free prompt. You also want to make sure that throughout your content, you're always highlighting your offers. If you've been watching my videos, you see that somewhere in there, I will talk about my offers because I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to be transparent about how I'm able to partner with you because my goal here is to serve you. So giving you all this free game and information and value. But if you're wanting to take it to the next level, if you're wanting more support and accountability, that is why I highly recommend joining my free masterclass on a Sunday. Or if you want to be more in-depth live in the room with implementation strategies, then you definitely want to join my content to cash flow challenge. We're breaking down messaging, email marketing, sales funnel, and sales strategies with promotion. So that way you can land your next client by that 5th day live in the room. And we're building out the whole infrastructure of your business together. And if you know that you'd love to be a part of that, just go ahead and simply comment challenge or tap the link in the description below. I would love to see you live in the room. We host them every other month, and you definitely don't want to miss this next one. And lastly, Instagram is not dead because it allows you so many different facets of connecting with your audience. You have Reels, which I would highly recommend 50% of your content be the short form video content, from tips and tricks, hacks, storytelling, talking about your offer, social proof. You really want to stay in front of your audience's faces, and Reels have the fastest and most visibility and reach to connect with new followers. And then I would say about 35% carousels are making their way back in the game. It's still a way for people to consume your content in a long form because they have to swipe and they have to read. Oftentimes they'll save, oftentimes they'll share, especially if it's resonating with them. So you definitely want to have a mix of that. And I would also say about 10% being static posts, infographic, direct information in their face based off of what you do, who you serve, and what you offer. And then lastly, 5% still go live. I don't see enough people going live. I'm also going live Monday through Friday at noon Central on my Instagram page, and it's a way for you to show up. New people enter the live, even if no one's on the live, even if 2 people are on the live. You want to think about you're connecting with that one person. And also think about, when you're getting engagement, if 100 people are in the room or 100 people are watching your video, imagine you standing in front of a crowd of 100 people. You have just connected and reached 100 people. So sometimes don't get caught up on the number or trying to go viral. At the end of the day, you want to make sure you're connecting with the right audience. And in my recent video about building a powerful personal brand, I touched on specifically how I had a video go super viral more than once. And sometimes that viral video didn't connect with the right audience. It brought the wrong audience. It brought the wrong leads. And then I had a video that might not have went as viral, but that video brought the right leads, the right people, and that video turned into clients. And so I'll probably break that down in a future video. But at the end of the day, You really want to make sure that every time you're posting, it is with a purpose. Obviously, if you're posting for growth, great, that viral video will give you growth. But if you're posting for conversions, that's a different strategy, that's a different method, and we'll be breaking that down live in the content to cash flow room. So you definitely want to make sure you're there. And then lastly, you want to take the time to be in the DMs. You know, those times where I'm not heavily in my DMs are those times where sales might be a little bit slower. So taking the time, put conversations in your schedule. I would block out 1, 2, 3 hours of having intimate conversations with your audience, getting to know them, understanding what they need, especially those who have reached out to you or opted into one of your freebies or commented a keyword. Those are potential leads. And oftentimes people are not just going to directly like, hey, where can I sign up? Sometimes, yes, it does happen, but sometimes people need to be pushed and nudged. And if you were like, okay, well, I'm creating content consistently. I am going live. I'm posting reels. I'm posting stories. What is missing? I feel like my bio is optimized. If that's you, comment audit or reach out to me in the DM on Instagram with the word audit, and I will personally go through your page, go through your content, and give you a complimentary social media audit along with personalized tips of how you can improve your content, your bio for success, so that way you can start connecting with the right audience and start building your brand, business, and bank account. So overall, Instagram is not dead. I still highly recommend you hop into the YouTube game, okay? I'm going like this because we're watching YouTube right now. So hop into the YouTube game. Instagram is a great place if you are an online entrepreneur or wanting to build a digital business. You also want to make sure to fully optimize your bio and your content strategy for success and get conversational. Social media is meant to be social, so get in the DMs, have a conversation, connect with your audience. And if you found this helpful, make sure to share and subscribe. And make sure to stay tuned for the next video because we're breaking down websites, funnels, and sales pages. And until that next episode, keep thriving, keep striving, and keep believing in yourself as you rise toward greater growth, success, and elevation.